My name is Kempken. I've been involved with youth placements for very many years, and what we do is really mentor and coach and introduce youth into their first year of work. Oh yes, there are lots of youth waiting for workplace experience. So there are lots of youth who we've come across who are qualified, who've done tertiary education, but just cannot get that first job because they don't have experience. So what we are doing is really trying to create a very rich learning experience in the first year, give people access to lots of different avenues of working, and the schools are a very rich working environment for that. So sometimes they start off in administration, they might move to finance, event management, taking groups of children on tour. So it cross-pollinates to a whole lot of different learning and experiences that they can then use in their later experience. Yes, youth are very easily managed if there is a structured learning environment. So at the beginning, there needs to be an induction into the company. Who are the people in their working environments? What are their roles? What do they need? How do they operate? And if people understand that, then it's easy for them or easier for them to integrate into that team. Because you want to be a team member. You want to be an employee who is part of an organization and add value to the organization. And every young person coming into an environment wants someone that they can refer to, someone who's a friend. Whether you call them a coach or a mentor or a life coach, doesn't really matter, but someone they can go, oh, I don't know what this means. What have they asked me to do? Can you just explain it again? And if those structures are set up and regular check-ins, I think it's very important for people who've never worked before. It might seem strange that you have to be at work at 8 o'clock. And you actually can't say, sorry, I was late because the taxi was late. So, what do you do if you are late, and how do you prevent late? And then how do you work with punctuality? How do you work with discipline? How do you work with pressure for deadlines that need to be handed in? So we think everybody knows these things, but we've come to understand that it's not a given. We need to be taught how to work under pressure. We need to be taught in a structured environment that we know we can deliver with confidence. And if you have structure within your workplace, if you've got someone who really looks after that individual, who double checks just to confirm, have you understood, do you know what's going on, then we have a very successful working relationship. Yes, the Youth Employment Service is definitely a game changer in South Africa, and it's not new to us because we have had learnerships for a lot of years. So companies have got used to having people on board through a structured learning environment in a learnership. Now we are just saying we want a working experience without the training component. So it's slightly different, and it allows easier access, it allows cheaper access into the workplace, and it's less structured and formal. But it's not new. What it will do, hopefully, is allow companies to really take on a lot more new people because it doesn't cost them that much in terms of having to train them, watch over them, monitor them, and employ them and pay them a salary. So we've cut a few levels out, and we've made it easier for youth to access into companies and to work with that. Crowdfunding is definitely an opportunity where everybody can now get involved. Previously, with the structures of learnership, tax incentive, BEE compliance, we focused our income or the funding of these youth on companies. Now, if you're at home and you think, I want to support Sipho, you've got a chance to support him. So you can really read what is going on. You're not bound by the legislation, by the employment tax incentives, because you're not concerned with those kind of things. So I would really like you to know that we have carefully selected youth who we know have already got a lot of potential. Given the opportunity, they can do magic. They really can do magic. They can integrate through the working environment to access possibilities that they would not be able to if they didn't have an income for 12 months. So we have pre-selected youth that you as an individual out there can go and support, encourage, communicate with, engage with on a level that you can get involved with as the public, one-on-one. And it's very, very exciting, and we really urge you to participate in this event.